Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be going to learn the financial and non-financial incentives from the business. More powerful for lower level employees. Why it is written more powerful for lower level employees? Because these employees needs and wants can be fulfilled through the financial incentives. More income we will give, more thing they can expense for the food, clothing, then the shelter, and for then the safety needs. They will make they will make savings in some of the areas to get their future safeties from the particular things. Health insurance they will make of themselves, or the industries can make. So this type of thing is for financial incentives is more powerful for lower level employees. Okay, here we will be going to learn both the incentives, financial and non-financial. Student were asking in the last class, financial and non-financial incentive means. Financial incentives means the way of motivating someone through the way of money power. It is known as financial incentive. Incentives are salary and wages. More than salary and wages, sometimes the people require. That way, if we are motivating them to get the things to be done, it is known as financial incentive. When we talk about non-financial incentive, this is not a way of motivating the people through the way of money. It is through the way of their self-recognition, self-respect, what they want in the society to be made in the organization in which they are working. So that is known as non-financial incentive. Incentive can be defined as monetary or non-financial monetary reward offered to the employees for contributing more efficiently. Incentive can be extra payment or something more than the regular salary or wage. Incentive act as a very good stimulator or motivator because it encourages the employee to improve their efficiency level and reach the target. The two common types of incentives are monetary or financial incentive. The reward or incentive which can be calculated in terms of money is known as monetary incentive. These incentives are offered to employees who have more psychological and security need active in them. The common monetary incentives can be first of all classified into two: financial incentive, non-financial incentive. When we talk about financial incentive, it comes pay allowance, profit sharing, co-partnership, bonus, commission, suggestion system, productivity linked with wage incentive, retirement benefits, perks, fringe benefits. Non-financial incentives: status, organizational climate, career advancement, job enrichment, employees recognition, job security, employees participation, employee empowerment. So these are the various non-financial and financial incentive. Now we will categorize and learn each incentive properly. Financial incentive, already the meaning is given to you. The way of motivator is money. Pay and allowance, salary, normal the salary of the person, regular increment in the salary every year, and grant of allowance act as good motivators. In some organization, pay hikes and allowances are directly linked with the performance of the employee. To get increment and allowance, employees perform to their best ability. Profit sharing. The organization offers sharing the profit to the employees as a common incentive. Some of the time, if the organization cannot increase the salary of the person, then they are having another motivator that they can make the person to be owner of the particular business to somewhat. So organization offers share in the profit to the employees has a common incentive for encouraging the employees working efficiently. Under profit sharing scheme, what will they give? The company fix a percentage of profit, and if the profit exceeds that percentage, then the surplus profit is distributed among the employees. Like company decided 60% profit, company got the surplus profit of 80%, then the exceeding out of the 20% exceeding profit, the company can give 5% of that 20% as employees to employees. It encourages employee to work more efficiently and to increase the profit of the company to great height. Co-partnership stock option. In this particular part, in this type of motivation, sharing the profit does not give ownership right. Definitely sharing of profit only up to that, in which year we will not get any profit, loss is there, company will not give any part of the profit. So the thing is co-partnership. The third way of financial incentive is co-partnership. If the company is not able to give the ownership right to the employees, many companies offer sharing management. Their employees themselves can purchase the shares of the company in which they are working. So that way they become not only there will be employee but also a part of owner of the company. That ownership right they will be getting. So that sharing profit to its employee has an incentive to get efficient working from the employees. The co-partnership is offered by issue of shares on exceeding a fixed target. Next come bonus. When we talk about bonus, bonus is a one-time extra reward offered to the employees and normally some of the time companies also give two-time bonus when they exceed supernatural profit from the earning. So bonus is a one-time extra reward offered to the employees for sharing high performance. Generally when the employees reach their target or exceed the target, then they are paid extra amount called bonus. Bonus is also given in the form of free trips, like many years BSP plant also they had given free trips to the many different areas countries. Then there are paid extra amount called bonus. Bonus is also given in form of free trips to foreign countries, paid vacancies or gold, etc. Some companies have the scheme of offering bonus during the festive time like Holi, Diwali occasion. Maximum they follow the Diwali time. So Christmas bonus is also there, New Year, etc. This type of bonus is provided to the people so as to motivate them to do more best, so that if the company will earn more profit, they can give you in the form of bonus. Commission. It is a common incentive offered to employees working under sales department. If they will do more sales, they will be getting more commission under the sale per goods. They will be calculating and giving. Generally the sales person get the basic salary, and with that, along with that, they are getting commission on every sales order. The income of the salesperson directly linked with the efforts put in by them. More orders means more commission, means salary will increase. The month you will get more orders. Suggestion system. Under this, some of the time, not every time, this incentive is given. As suggestion is also taken by the organization 1 and 2 time only. Under suggestion system, the employees are given reward by the organization if the organization gains with the suggestion offered by the employee. If the organization is getting success with the suggestion given by the employees, then that employee will be getting reward from the organization in form of monetary value. For example, if employee suggests a cost saving technique of production and organization is to reduce the caused by that technique, then extra payment is given to employees on giving that suggestion. The amount of reward or payment given to the employees under suggestion system depends on the gain or benefits which organization with that suggestions. It is a very good incentive to keep the initiative lower of employees high. Now, productivity linked with wage incentive. When we talk about productivity linked with wage incentive, student, there are certain wage rate system which offer higher wages for more productivity. Means if we will increase the production, they will give us more salary. Okay. So, for example, under differential piece wage system, efficient workers are paid higher wages as compared to inefficient worker. We have learnt in the second chapter, principle of management. Okay. To get higher wages, worker performs efficiently. Next comes retirement benefits. When we talk about retirement benefits, like for example PF, Provident Fund, Pension Fund, these are the various extra allowances which are not paid at the time of working, but when the person get retired, they can get this type of amount. So that type of is known as retirement benefits. Some organizations offer retirement benefits such as pension, provident fund, gratuity, etc. to motivate people. These incentives are suitable to employees who have security and safety needs. Next come perks, fringe benefits, perquisites. When we talk about fringe benefit, perquisites, perks, it refers to special benefits such as free education for children, housing facility, etc., which will be coming in perks and fringe benefit. These benefits are above the salary, and these extra benefits are related with the performance of the employee. So these benefit, if the person want to get, they will be doing extra effort through the organization. So these are the monetary way of incentive to motivate the person more to do work. Non-monetary incentive, when we come, non-financial incentive, more powerful for higher level employees. Money is not only the motivator. First of all, we have to keep. Some of the people never get melt with the money. They want something more than the money. They want their own identity in the market. That person cannot get motivated through the way of money. Let us have some common motivators of non-financial incentives. Status. It refers to a rank, authority, responsibility, recognition, and peer recognition related to job. Okay, by offering higher status or rank in the organization, managers motivate employees having esteem and self-actualization need active in them. Next come organizational climate. Some of the people in the organization want some good environmental facility like safety and security needs and everything. It refers to relation between superior subordinate relationship. These are the characteristics which describe an organization. These characteristics have direct influence over the behavior of a member. A positive approach adopted by manager creates better organizational climate, whereas negative approach may spoil the climate. So this is another thing the employees, every employee want. A positive environment must be there. It means managers or the top level people must treat good to them so that they willingly want to work in the organization. Next is career advancement. Managers must provide promotional opportunity to the employees by seeing the performance appraisal report, what they are framing after instructing the employees. Whenever there are promotional opportunities, employees improve their skill and efficiency with the hope that they will be promoted to high level. So it is a very big stimulator. Many people get attracted by this way of stimulation. Job enrichment, assignment of challenging job. This also attract many people. They want to, they will be doing their best so that they will be getting this type of challenging job in the organization, which will make their name in the organization. Employees get bored by performing routine job. They enjoy doing job which offer them variety and opportunity to show their skill. By offering challenging jobs, autonomy, freedom to perform the job, interesting jobs, employees get satisfied and they are motivated. Some of the persons are like that, they want to get the challenges in the job as compared to normal routine job. To those people we can make activated, we can motivate them if we will give some work different with the routine job, and they must be asked to perform the routine job in their best so that they will be getting some more challengeable job. That way they can get motivated. Employees recognition. This is a very important non-financial incentive because many of the people, every person want recognition, identity in the place where they are working. So recognition means giving special regard or respect which satisfy the ego of the subordinates. Ego satisfaction is a very good motivator. Wherever the good efforts or the positive attitudes are shown by the subordinates, then it must be recognized by the superior in public or in presence of other employees. Whenever if there is any negative attitude or mistake is done by the subordinate, then it should be discussed in private by calling the employee in cabin, not in the before the people, because if the employer will be doing so with the employee, then it will be having a negative impact on the mind of the person who is getting the scolding as well as those who are working with them. So it must be treated properly. It must not be given in the open way. So examples of employee recognition are congratulating employee for good performance, displaying the achievement of employee before the people, not the non-achievement of the employee, giving certificate of achievement, distributing momentum, gifts, etc. So this was the non-financial incentive. Next is the job security. Job security means lifetime bonding between employees and organization. Okay, job security means giving permanent or confirmation letter. Job security also ensures safety and security needs, but it may have negative impact also. Once the employees get job secured, they lose interest in the job. For example, government employees do not perform efficiently as they have no fear of losing the job. So this must be, the job security must be given with some terms and conditions, not fully openly, because some of the time is misutilization can be done. As one example is given of government employees. All the government employees are doing that, that we are not saying, but some of the government employee, they enjoy this benefit as they once they get the job, they know they will not be terminated from the job. They are having the security of the job, and because of that they misutilize the existence of the job. So that was the non-financial incentive. Student, next class employees participation and autonomy. Thank you for this class. Have a nice day.